Students, bring me my battle cardigan. I am prepared for battle.
Chainmail cardigan. Cozy.
Hey, welcome to Middle Ground Books After Hours.
My name's Megan.
I'm Debra.
And I am still Lance.
Okay.
So thank you for joining us this evening. We are, as frequently, quite tired. And we had a great conversation with Cosmic Ron from Cosmic Atom Sound Studios. And yeah, we laughed a lot, even just planning a picnic, among other things. Boy, this is not really the way I was planning on starting off the episode.
No.
We are just supposed to be talking about the books we've been reading lately. So, Megan's been reading a big, fat book.
It doesn't look like I'm very far in this book, but I'm like 300 pages in, and I still have quite a ways to go. But yeah, I'm finally getting around to finishing the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I started reading this like over a decade ago because she hadn't finished the series yet when I was reading them. And so I would have to wait for the next book to come out. And then I never got around to finishing the series. So I'm reading the final book in the series, Kingdom of Ash. And all I want to do is read this book. Like this is like the climax of the entire series, and like all the things are happening. And I wish I could just sit and read this book in one sitting, but I can't.
And I hear her talking to the book, like she'll be in the other room, and I hear her, well, she's trying, man. Or I'm like, oh no, he doesn't understand. And like she's talking.
No, the most recent one, I was like, no, stay there. No, don't move. He's on his way.
So yeah, it's been really funny to me, having no idea. I haven't read any of this series, having no idea what's going on, but overhearing Megan talking.
It's like people who talk to like people who are playing football. Like, no.
Yes. No. And it's more people talking to the
like
screen
Fox
at a
News.
movie. No.
I do that too. Especially when the music is getting creepy, I like start talking to the characters and saying, no, don't go in there. Can't you hear? Listen, something bad's going to happen. Just stop.
Believe it or not, the main character has not been listening to Megan's pleas
True.
and
they
cries.
They never do.
They continue on in their foolish ways.
Well, they're not being foolish. It's just that all the things are happening. And they have there's a lot happening.
Maybe
all
we
at
should
once.
invent like a two-way communicator so that you could communicate with the people in the book.
Characters, yeah.
who were written. When was this book written? Like 3 years ago? It's too late.
So we need a time machine.
Yeah, I don't know when the last book was finally published, but I mean it.
Okay, but
2018.
So
7 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like
years.
I started this series many years ago.
So how did you get ready to read this one? Because if I had taken a break for that long from a series, I would not remember what had happened up till then.
Yeah. I did a lot of recap videos of like people, because there are people who are like obsessed with the series, right? And so they love it and they've read it sometimes even multiple times. And there's like videos of people giving kind of a recap of what happened, and some are more detailed than others, but so some people don't want to do spoilers, but I was like, give me all the spoilers. I need to remember what happened. So usually I wouldn't want the spoilers, but so I had to like hunt for the ones that just say everything. So yeah, it was a lot of looking around for people talking about.
You did refresh yourself. You didn't just kind of start again and think you were going to remember it.
Oh no, I definitely had to, because it had been some time since I read the book before. And yeah, I needed it. And there's so many characters in this series. So yeah, I really, really needed help trying to remember, okay, this group of characters was doing this, and then this group was doing this.
This series seems like
Sounds
it's
very
all very,
serious and
very
epic.
serious. Is that just like a comedic character? Someone that could be played by Eddie Murphy?
Or
No.
Jack Black.
Not really, no. I feel like there are some
Danny
moments
DeVito.
where
Thank
there's
you for bringing in Danny DeVito.
You're welcome. That was just for you.
there
Thanks
are
for
some
noticing.
characters that are kind of snarky a little bit, but like that's
There's
there's some
not funny.
snarkiness, but I wouldn't say there's a lot of humor. It's an epic fantasy, so like lots of bad guys and magics and
So why is it called The Kingdom of Ash?
well, I'm guessing a lot of things are going to be set on fire.
Oh.
Oh, you're only 300 pages in, so you haven't even
You have no
started
idea
it.
what's going to happen.
This
It's just
thing-
you barely touched the surface.
Well, there's a character who has magical abilities that have to do with fire, so something about that.
He's a firebender.
She is, yeah.
She is. So it's like Princess Zuko Ina.
No. No, I wouldn't say so.
Does it have any parallels to Avatar: The Last Airbender at all?
I mean, there are people who there's like fire magic and some ice magic, and I don't know. I tried to think of anything that.
I'm just trying to get a feel for this. So it starts out with a space farmer
No.
on an outlying little...
No.
It starts out with a boy who's been trapped in an ice cube for thousands of years.
No, it starts out with this woman who, the very first book, she's an assassin in a prison, but is being released. So people compare the first one to a lot to like there's Hunger Games because there's kind of these trials and like these, kind of things that she's competing to win her freedom. That's basically it. And
So
like
Hunger Game.
I mean, ish. Like they compare it to Hunger Games in that it's, there's a competition, I guess. And a lot of people die. But
Okay,
there's a lot.
If this were a food, what would it be?
Well, no, I'm still just trying to even see what the book is about.
Well,
the book is about a person that's got fire magic.
I thought if
and-
she told us a food, that might help me understand
So
what the book is about.
The book follows a character who has lived a life I don't know what's going to be spoilers.
But if somebody's reading this book, they've presumably already read the most of the series, or they wouldn't be reading this book.
Yeah. So but it's basically this quest for this woman to get her kingdom back, which hopefully she will do at the end of this book. We'll see.
Has that been from the very first book? That's been
Well, you don't really find out later who she really is, and like there's secret identity because like she's supposed to be dead, and the person who's king now like has tried to wipe out magic, and then magic gets brought back, and
It seems like that's a common.
So this is like The
common
Lion, the Witch, and
idea.
the Wardrobe.
no.
It's a common idea in fantasy books that somebody wants to get rid of magic.
Is Prince Caspian the one from the Chronicles of Narnia where they try to get rid of the magic? The Telemarines come and...
Yeah.
Or the horse... No, it's not. The horse and his boy is later.
No, the horse and his boy happens in the middle. We need to talk about the Chronicles of Narnia in a separate episode, okay?
Well, this book is basically the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, it's not that at all.
It's not. There's cool wyverns and like witches that ride wyverns. Like it's cool. It's cool. There's lots of cool stuff.
Are you trying to imply that the Chronicles of Narnia is not cool?
Different, and this is definitely not for children.
Whereas in the beginning of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, it literally says a story for children. Yeah. But I still love it.
Oh yes, it's a good story. But yeah, this one is not for children.
Okay, so I think Debbie's food, I think we've gotten as much out of you as we're going to.
Yeah, I don't know what food. Whatever you'd get in a fantasy world pub at a tavern, something like that.
Hot wings.
Bean juice. Exotic bean juice.
No, some sort of, I don't know, something that's going to fuel you to go on a quest.
Corn dog.
I love corn dogs, especially with mustard.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, you said that's all we're getting out of you. Yeah. Move on.
Is there romance?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Is there murder?
Oh, yes. There's lots of people dying.
Yeah, but there's a difference between dying in battle and murder.
Well, in the first book, there is a bit of a mystery because, like, some people are dying off, and it's like, okay, who's killing these people? So there is a bit of a mystery in that.
Is it Voldemort?
No. Why? What are you laughing about?
I'm trying to think of what other things to ask. Is there
a parrot?
Is there a cute sidekick of some
There
type?
is not a parrot. There is this, like, magically enchanted little, like, door knocker that's quirky. He's a weird little guy. I don't think he's in more than the first one. I think that's maybe he's in the second one. Maybe he's in the second one too, a little bit.
So no, this cute sidekick is only around for the first book.
There's not really a cute. She does have like a cute dog at one point. But the dog doesn't.
The
talk.
wyverns are the wyverns cute?
Yes. Well, one is. Abraxas is a sweet little baby. I keep envisioning him like toothless. He's like a damaged wing, and he's like he's like the runt one, and he's like
No one wanted
messed
him.
up. They used him as he's all torn up because other dragons were mean to him.
Like Rudolph.
Yeah, or not dragons, wyverns, I suppose. Wyverns is different. But anyway, he's a sweet little boy.
So do any of the characters wear sweaters?
No, it's a lot of armor.
So there's no one at all who wears a sweater.
Characters always wear sweaters when it's cold.
A lot of cloaks.
Like, be real though. Everyone needs sweaters.
I don't know, maybe.
It's a fantasy world without sweaters.
It's a fantasy world where it's never cold. It's always hot.
Well, it is a
with
kingdom
No,
of
it's
ash.
cold. Like in the part I'm in right now, it's actually very cold and
So
it's winter.
then they
but,
need sweaters.
But they're walking. They're in a battle. Like they're wearing armor.
You don't
They
think they
got
put a
battle
layer
sweaters.
of a sweater layer between their skin?
battle cardigan.
Yeah,
I think
I
if you're
think there's a
putting
demand
on-
for that now.
I think if you're putting on metal armor and it's freezing outside, you would want a warm layer in between.
Maybe they do. They just didn't talk about it. I don't know.
Just like how, like, when I was a kid, I always wondered when they were, like, going on these epic journeys across and they never talked about how did they use the bathroom?
Sturtevants, bring me my battle cardigan.
They took a poo in the woods.
Chainmail cardigan. Cozy.
Doesn't protect you
I
from
am
anything,
prepared
but
for battle.
Maybe it's like a soft mithril-infused yarn.
Maybe somebody would. Oh, I hate to cut that. That's just so cute. Oh, thanks. I got it at Ross.
ye old Ross.
I think that whoever's listening to us now has a pretty good idea of what the Kingdom of Ash is about.
I think so many people already do. Like if they know it's part of the Throne of Glass series. Like a lot of people have read these books. I'm just very late to the party. Okay. Well, not late to the party. I'm just late to finish. Because like I said, I read these earlier on.
Megan, I am proud of you for being a finisher.
Yeah.
Good
it took
job.
me a while, but
Good job picking it up.
There's so many other books to read, and I never came back around to it when she finally published it. So now I'm just finally getting around to it.
Good job. Gold star for finishing.
Well, hey, I haven't finished it yet.
It's true. I shouldn't say that.
I'm not even halfway through this book.
Gold star for attempting to finish.
Let's finish our podcast so I can go read it.
Okay. Priorities.
Well, I'm going to jump in now because I'm also spoilers. So we started reading Agatha Christie, The Affair in Styles, Hercule Poirot, and I've done my terrible French accent.
Isn't he Belgian?
He's Belgian.
Yeah, but the Belgique, they speak French as well, right?
That's true.
Frequently, like when he's speaking, like he speaks French.
Right. No, I know.
In the text.
We were just
Yes.
pointing out that he is
Not French.
Yes, he's a little
speaks
Belgium.
French. Yes.
And so I was reading it to you guys. You both fell asleep, and I needed to finish the story.
To be fair, we fell asleep at nearly midnight. It's not like we were. So how late were you up to complete it then?
Probably went. So I thought it was almost over, and it
Kept going.
wasn't almost over at all.
I think you were awake until past 2.
Yeah, I think it was pretty late that
Wow.
and that was actually reading every word. like
That's
enjoying-
amazing. Like when I'm tired, I'm just out. Like even if I really am into the story, I'm falling asleep and I'm missing stuff.
It's good writing and it's enjoyable. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because we read Agatha Christie, and formerly, I think we've read all of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Oh yeah, we read it aloud to our children when they were young.
And so Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, we've been through that. In a couple of podcasts ago, I talked about how A.A. Milne also wrote detective story or a mystery story.
More than one, I think.
No, he only wrote the one major, and they wanted him to write another one. It was like Red House Mystery or something like that. And he refused. Because he didn't want to, which I respect him for that. So you hear us talk frequently about Libro FM, and you hear us talk sometimes about bookshop.org. Ron pointed out that may not be clear to just everybody. What is bookshop.org, and how does it help us as an independent bookstore?
So, a lot of people are listening to our podcast here locally, but there are also a good share of people who are listening in places not in Emporia, Kansas, or not within easy driving distance of Emporia, Kansas. But if they want to still support Middle Ground Books or another bookstore of their choice, bookshop.org is there for members of the American Booksellers Association, like us, and like many other small bookstores across the country. So people who want to purchase books and want to support small and local can go to bookshop.org, select the bookstore that they wish to support, and we will get a commission from any books that they sell, and those books can get shipped directly to their own home, or they can send them as gifts to people across the country. You can also get ebooks on bookshop.org while supporting local bookstores like Middle Ground Books.
As long as they go through middlegroundbooks.com, you can click on the shop now, and it will take you to bookshop.org, and it will automatically select us as their store. So Libro FM, how is Libro FM the same or different from bookshop.org?
It works kind of the same way, but this is more a platform for audiobooks. So if you are an audiobook listener and want to support local indie bookstores, you would use Libro FM instead of another app I will not name. Another great feature of it is that you actually own the books you purchase. Like they're not going to disappear.
If you cancel your membership, will you lose your audiobooks that you've already purchased?
Libro FM is DRM free, so digital rights management. Like you own the book. So it's not going to just disappear.
Even if I cancel my membership?
No.
And they're just an MP3 format, and you can play them on whatever device that you want to use. How's the easiest way for people to buy books through Libro FM and be able to support Middle Ground Books?
We also have a Libro FM link on our website, so you can go to our website and click on, there's a thing that says buy audiobooks, and you can click on that. As always, you can find the links in the description of every episode.
Thank you to Cosmic Ron.
And when you use the links,
It makes our bookstore the one you're shopping through.
and you can start adding books to your library with ease. I'm not gonna write you a mystery, 'cause you asked for it.
There's a song. Is it a podcast if Debbie doesn't sing a little bit of a song?
Sorry.
It actually made me really happy.
It was apropos.
It made me really happy. I'm just glad I didn't sing, which is much better for everyone
Yeah,
involved.
we'll let Debbie sing because she's qualified.
But in that book, the author, and I forget his name now, who was talking about A.A. Milne, said that the first mystery was actually Poe's Murders at Rue Morgue, which 1840 on that one.
It's considered the first published mystery genre
Detective story, right?
And so,
before the word detective was even coined.
and his detective in that story, I can't remember the guy's name. We actually listened to that on a
Dupont,
podcast.
something like that?
Dupont. I'd never read that story.
I had, and I spoiled it for both of you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
But the thing I had never really realized is that, so I think of mysteries, and I think of, Agatha Christie and Sherlock Holmes and, Ellery Queen and Carr and some, the classic mystery writers. And on a rare occasion, you'll get a little bit of depiction of a murder, but it is typically not grisly. It's typically not coroner level descriptions. And the murders at Rue Morgue, holy cow.
But does that surprise you? Like, Poe's creepy.
It was gruesome. It was gruesome.
His stuff frequently is.
But especially you talk about 1840 and what's going on in 1840. Somebody probably read what he wrote and was like, I think we need to get you some help.
Oh, Eddie boy. Yeah, he had issues. But I don't I say that,
I
though.
feel like
I love all his stories, really.
I feel like the other things of his that I have read are more psychological and leave things to the imagination. And this was much more explicit.
Gruesome, yeah.
Than the other things that I have read that he has written.
You're right.
Such that when you think of like classic or high mystery or, the old mysteries, kind of the genesis of the genre was horrifically bloody and horrifically detailed in terms of the brutal murder of two women. And at the end of the story, I won't spoil it, just on the in case you also haven't read The Murders at Rue Morgue.
I'm so sorry, I spoiled it.
It was kind of meaningless at the end of the day. It was a genuine mystery, and the clues were there, so that I did actually come to the conclusion before Megan. So now, like, reading, like, frequently modern mysteries are typically described as being much more violent, much more brutal, much more sexual. And that is, in some measure, true if your point of comparison is like Agatha Christie or Sir Arthur Conan Doyle or the kind of the masters of the genre back in the 19th and early 20th century. But if you go further back, Poe started it off on kind of a bloody foot.
But, like, again, does that surprise you? Like, a lot of his stuff is a little more grim and gruesome than...
I don't know that he necessarily would have said that he was starting a new genre.
Oh, no.
To him, it was part of his larger body of work. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, well, in like the Cask of Amontillado or Hop Frog or the Black Cat or the Telltale Heart, it is really all about psychological horror, the pit and the pendulum. And again, most of those are really short stories and accomplish a great deal in not many pages.
Also true of this one, it is a short story. It's not even a novella. Yeah.
So Megan doesn't like to have multiple projects happening at one time. I am also still reading Beowulf, still reading. I also started Delvers LLC, which is a lit RPG book.
I can read multiple books. They just have to be very different. And I do like an audiobook and then like a physical book. But if I'm reading,
You were saying about the other books you were doing.
So, and that's a good segue because, I still have about probably 11 to 15 different books that are not closed yet.
That's crazy, man.
Some of them are going to end up being DNF. Like, I hope I can get us through the rest of the Travis Baldry, but since I listened to the podcast, it's kind of killed the vibe for me a little bit. I'm not as excited about it.
I would say that it's been less enjoyable for us as well because of the commentary that you've been inserting as you narrate.
I don't know. I was laughing.
Yeah, but you also were saying, please,
just read it.
For like what food item?
Oh, dear.
Like the Ferret Styles.
It was well crafted, so maybe something...
Strychnine tonic. A health tonic. A
Spoiler.
Good health tonic. Strychnine tonic. Good for what ails you.
I guess it'll put you out of your misery.
And...
you won't be feeling no pain.
The Murders at Rue Morgue. A very, very rare steak. Like something that you get the grill marks on it, and that's utterly all. What about you, sweetie?
So, shall I talk about the ones that I have just finished or the ones that I am...
How about one of each?
Okay, well, one that I just finished is an audiobook called More True Facts That Sound Like Bullshit by Tim Rayburn. He has divided the book into categories. So, like, there's a category about music, and there's a category about food, I think, and there's a category about science, and then there's like just a potpourri category. at the end. And some of them I had already heard, and that was fine. And I listened to it as an audiobook while I was doing something else, and it would be like every once in a while I'd have to say, wait, what was that? And go back and, a minute or so and listen again. But for us as booksellers, one of the most interesting things was that a Swiss study found that people are more likely to buy books if the store smells like chocolate. So there you go.
Science.
It can be useful. And then there were a few other facts in there that I already did know for one reason or another. But what was it that the Beatles what was the original working title of yesterday?
Scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs. Yeah, when they were working on writing Yesterday.
Like what?
Scrambled eggs. All my troubles seem so far away. Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? Anyway, if you're looking just for something light and enjoyable to cleanse your mind after reading something heavy, which I had been, as you all know, it was exactly the right thing. And so then the two books that Oh,
no, we need some more facts that seem like bullshit. There's the apple one.
Oh, yeah, that the majority of apples that you purchase from the grocery store are about 1 year old.
Yeah. When you told me that, I'm like, no, that can't be right.
So how old is a raisin at that point? Are they older than...
I mean, they look wrinkled and aged, don't they? I don't know. It didn't say anything about that.
Do raisins expire?
Yeah. He also had the facts about what the FDA allows as far as the contaminants in foods, which is always horrifying, but which I've already heard from other sources.
How many crickets are in there, how many cockroaches, how many rats,
how much poop. Yeah.
So what is the allowable amount of poop?
No, please don't tell me.
No, I don't think I can remember because I just kind of stopped listening because I was like, okay, yeah, this is really gross. I've already heard this. But the thing is, we also have been eating a fewer number of canned goods. We have been trying to eat more fresh and more. So I feel better about that because we're physically sorting and washing our vegetables and cooking them.
Yeah.
It's canned goods.
Opening some chicken breasts. How many pieces of poop are in there? And we could wash it off.
All right, exactly. Or we eat, we cook a bag of lentils so we can wash and rinse out the extra bits that we don't want. But it's in canned goods. Bits. It's in canned goods that all these things are allowed by the FDA. I know, right? And the one that was funniest to me, which Megan said she already knew, is that on a whim once Dolly Parton entered a Dolly Parton lookalike contest and she was not the winner. The judges thought that someone else did her better. That's just a little
that
bizarre.
Makes me wonder, because I've heard that she looks very different, because, without makeup and her wigs, she probably looks very different. Maybe I said go full glam and
I said to Lance, maybe she just had too much plastic surgery so they didn't recognize her anymore. I don't know.
I don't know how long ago that was, but
I don't know either. But that one was the one that I found the most funny. So then the books that I have just started, the audiobook I'm listening to is How to Lose a Goblin in 10 Days, which is, again, the cozy fantasy genre. The first book by Jessie Silva, and I think it's so far quite lovely because it pays tribute to and points out to all of the tropes that if you are an experienced fantasy reader, the tropes and things you're expected to, but then she's trying to subvert those and show them in a different way. So it's been pretty interesting. What happens is there's a halfling, translation hobbit.
Halfling!
Exactly. It's a young lady and she doesn't want to live with her family anymore and she doesn't want to follow the path of getting married off. And so she has inherited her grandmother's cottage because her grandmother was one of those weird halflings who went off adventuring with a wizard and ended up having her own cottage somewhere not at home with everybody else. And so when her grandmother died, she inherited the cottage. And so against her parents' wishes, she leaves the village to go to this cottage she has inherited. And when she gets there, she finds a goblin is already living in it. And the goblin is like, my clan has been living here for decades. your grandmother deserted it. How do you think you should just be able to come and claim it again? And she's like, because it was my grandmother's the one who built it, and she gave it to me in my will, and I have a key and you don't. And then the goblin's like, yeah, that's true. So they come to this unlikely agreement that they're going to both live there for a while, and whoever gives up and leaves first gives up their claim. So basically, they're just there trying to be
make each other miserable,
make the other person leave.
Nice.
And it's been amusing and cute, and yeah, there's been things like, with poison mushrooms and ecology and how systems of war and leaders and the things are not what you always assume and what the tropes say they are, and people have more depth than their classic characterizations might imply. So it's been good.
I love when it's like, seems like this is a fun story. Oh, wait, no. This actually has a lot to say about.
Yeah, there's more to it. Yeah. So I'm enjoying it. And then the physical book that I just started reading last night, and this is one I chose purely because of the title. It's another one that I picked up as a used book. I think this one was actually from a library sale. One of those. Yeah. It's called The Man Across the River, and it is a fictionalized biography of the author's grandfather who survived a concentration camp during the Holocaust. So it's very different from the books that I've been listening to.
Another heavy one, though.
Yeah, but good.
So if How to Lose a Goblin was a food item?
Dear. I think it would. Okay, so there is quite a lot of talk about food and culinary issues because, as you know, hobbits, halflings famously very much
they're
love
foodies.
Their pantries and their larders always full of everything. So there have been some scenes with food. So, but then the goblin is teaching her to think in new ways. So I guess it would be like one of those really good artesian salads that has like the different kinds of, like the ones that you used to joke that they were lawn clippings because they've got like weird leaves and weeds and things there and like natural flavors from things you don't expect. It would be like that, but it would be a yummy one, not one that you bit into and were like, this is so good. It would actually be tasty.
All right, and the other one?
I've literally read 1.5 chapters, so I can't tell you that so far, but I guess it would be...
The trivia one.
Oh, the trivia one. A can of something that I like. So, green beans, but with a spider in it. Because most of it I liked, but some of it I was like, ew.
I think our time has drawn to a close. So until next time.
We'll meet you in the middle. Hey, I'm Megan from Middle Ground Books. Thanks for listening to Middle Ground Books After Hours with me, Debra, and Lance. If you're in Emporia, stop in and see us at 606 Commercial Street. Browse books and other fun stuff, sip some tea, and just enjoy the bookshop vibes. Middle Ground Books After Hours is produced and remotely engineered by Cosmic Atom Sound Studios, producing the vision and making it sound. Cosmic Atom Sound Studios. Let's come together and build something new. Thanks again for listening, and until next time, we'll meet you in the middle.
So
it's an animate door knocker.
Yeah, he's like this. He looks like a little goblin, and he like.
So entertaining knockers in this book.
He's not in the books very much. Like it's like in one book.